We just finished up FabTech 2025. Felt like I was the finalist in the Talking Olympics out here at McCormick Center. It was a super busy week, and if you guys have been following along with the other live shows, you know how nervous I was about being there, about just being new, being the small guy, being my first time, all the stuff I had to figure out, and all that stuff was just totally unfounded. It was an overwhelming success here at the show. Everybody was super receptive and really awesome to meet new people. I mean, had probably like 40% of the people in the booth by the end of it were all from social media. You guys here on YouTube, Instagram, and I don't really see anybody from TikTok, to be honest with you, so I might be wasting my time on TikTok here for the laser stuff. Who knows? But I'll just keep reposting there anyways, because I'm already making the content, right? But we had just a fantastic show. I've got 110 like super qualified leads. I'm talking people that own shops that are interested and want me to follow up. At this point, it looks like I've got about 3 machines sold. I don't have deposits yet, but I'm really hopeful about those 3 because they're all very serious and talking about, you know, how to make the payment and terms and all those questions that are like right there for when they start. And yes, that's pretty cool. I think the show was totally worth it. Basically, end of the day, Monday, I felt like if that had been all of the contacts and leads that I made in that one day, it already would have been worth it. And then there was 3 more days of the show. So the last day was pretty slow. Honestly, Thursday kind of died off. There wasn't really much going on there. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday were absolutely nonstop. There was 2 points during the show that we had the entire aisle in front of us was filled up, and nobody could even walk into the booth or even past the booth because there were so many people in our booth asking questions. We had other laser companies were like trying to sneak pictures of our price list. They were taking videos of the video we were playing in the background. So I know I shook some feathers while I was there, and some of these bigger companies are definitely paying attention and probably getting a little bit nervous that we're there because our prices were, you know, a quarter or a third of most of these guys, and everybody kind of saw that. So we were like in the very back of the main laser hall, and everybody like walks in and you see these $1 million machines and their eyes kind of glaze over, and you then like, I mean, I know myself like 5-6 years ago, I walked in and I'm like, I can't afford any of this. This is not for me. And so I didn't even really, I mean, I looked because it was amazing, but I didn't ask him pricing. I did not ask him about lead time. I had no like qualms or illusions that I could afford one of those machines. So basically, I think they saw all the really expensive machines in the front, and by the time they got way to the back to me, I had my show special. We had our 2 kilowatt open bed fiber laser for $69,000, and the cheapest lasers up front were like $260,000 to $300,000. So by the time people got back, they were just like, what? You know, I can have a laser too, and that was pretty cool to start reaching people that way. Let's see what the comments are doing here. What's the look you're going for? Johnny Depp lesbian? Yeah, I'd say I'm a Johnny Depp lesbian. I'm definitely into chicks, so that works for me. Dashing Stash, thank you, Bart. You're the man. We got Mete Onal, Konya City in Turkey. Hope you're doing all right, man. Where else are you guys from? This is a really, really nice evening here in Chicago. I mean, everything is beautiful. The sun's setting, and we got the L train back there. I guess we can walk over that way. Go walk under the L train tracks, which is like totally the quintessential Chicago experience, I'd say. Maverick, you look like a free Palestine protester. Not a protester, you know, just a guy making lasers and trying to get them to people so they can afford them and build some jobs here. Yeah, smelly balls. Yep, that's me. Balls probably smell. I wouldn't put my face down there at all. What else you guys got going on tonight? We'll wait for this light to turn green here. Check that out. Pretty cool. Holy smokes, man, we got 23 people in here. That's nuts. This is a cool show. Yeah, so, you know, FabTech so far, totally worth it. Super expensive to be there. I think I'm all in about 30 grand on the show, but we should be selling enough equipment to cover that and even turn a profit off of the show. I'm just here doing a wrap up. What's up, Kai? I'm just walking through downtown Chicago, and we're talking about FabTech, which is like this huge metal trade show that I brought my equipment to for the first time. And this is basically our breakout. We let the world know who we are and what we do and what we can do for shops. And just got a ton of people. So on average, from social media, all you guys, from making this content, I get 2.5 leads a week. So the first day I got 40 leads, which is about 16 weeks worth of organic social media stuff. What's up, Leslie Gale? Hello. I'm sure you guys can hear my voice is like gone. I've been talking nonstop since I got here. It's been pretty much sold out from 8 in the morning until 11 or midnight every night. Last night we had a lot of fun. Went out with Petty Welding, his whole crew. Nick Bizatis was there, Aaron Jenkins, met a few other guys that really haven't gotten to touch base with before. We're in Chicago. We're walking over to the L train right now. Show you guys some of the quintessential Chicago scenery here. You guys want to see the skyline? So you want to see the Johnny Depp lesbian here. There's Sears Tower. So just kind of winding down here. I mean, it's super high energy. I was running on adrenaline for the last 4 days, and today we got the booth torn down, and I have a dock time tomorrow, so we can go load the truck up and drive back home to Nashville. But I'm stuck in the city for one more day. Figure I'd make the best of it. Come out here and watch the sunset in the city and kind of see what we can see. But really excited. I think I mean, it's probably going to take me at least a month to get back to all these people, because I am the sales staff, also doing all the technical support and design, and you know, in some ways a one-man band. I have a shop of 25 people that I can always tap on, but they've got other jobs and stuff, and we just pull them whenever we have an install, or we need to do technical support, which tech support's really not that terribly often. Fiber lasers are super low maintenance machines, pretty easy to deal with. And the message here was like, you know, that 2 kilowatt table we made is like the plasma killer. Here we go. There's a Chicago for you. We're definitely in the city, man. Oh, here we go. Here's the L train. You guys can't miss this. This is the elevated metro rail up here. And the train just keeps zipping by all day and all night. I'll post up here for a few minutes and we'll see if we can catch another one of these trains come by. So, what are you guys doing, man? It's, what is it, Friday night? Dude, I've like lost track of the days. It's just been a total blur here. You know, I don't even really know what's going on. Oh, this lady's freaking out over here. There might be like a little fist fight about to go down. I don't know. I wasn't planning on making this an episode of bum fights, but if it turns into that, I'll let you guys see. So where are you guys from, man? You guys got any questions for me or questions about FabTech? what we do. I'd love to kind of chat with you guys. Like I said, it's been a long week, and I've been talking the entire time. If you don't know what's going on, it's likely Chicago. Yeah, I'd say we're definitely in Chicago. Go into a Target and scream mango in the produce section and say, sorry, I was just trying to find the mangoes. I don't know, is that some like meme or something that I missed out on? I don't know. Scream mango. I don't know. Maybe I'll scream coconut. Nadeem Opie, what's up, dude? Appreciate it. I already got called a lesbian Johnny Depp on this live, so at least somebody likes the style. Not super stylish today. I'm actually wearing, the last pair of clean shorts that I have, my last pair of clean socks. I just packed for the week and I'm taking off tomorrow, so just glad not to have a stinky shirt on at the moment, because I did forget my deodorant, so I was pretty much the stinky kid in the booth all week. I had to wash my my shirt in the sink every night and dry it because I was just like, sweating from like the adrenaline. Oh, here's the L train coming again. Check this out. Oh, it's on the other side. You can't see it, but I can hear it. Well, if one's going that way, one will start going the other way. Yeah, Perot, Agatha Christie character. Yeah, I think it's a very classic look. I definitely think I'm more of an old soul. I like all this cool, when you guys see all this old industrial iron here with the rivets. Oh, here's another train coming. Oh no, that train just leaving. Oh, what a tease, dude. I want to see this train. I did a little like informal architecture tour this afternoon after we packed up the booth and just walked through downtown, and we looked up at like all the old buildings and what a vibrant city. Coming to Chicago tomorrow? No, I didn't do the river cruise. We did go out with, you guys know Isaac from Icy Weld. We took him and his family out on a boat ride back behind McCormick Center. My uncle has a boat in the harbor there, and it's like right behind the convention center where FabTech was. So on Wednesday night, we snuck back, or we walked back around to the harbor, walked past Soldier Field where the Cubbies play. It was a beautiful little walk back there too. And then we took literally a sunset cruise. And my uncle has lived here for 30 years, so he told us some really cool stories about Chicago. I guess the Michigan Avenue, which right now is probably 2 or 3 blocks away from Lake Michigan, used to actually be the riverfront. So after the Great Chicago Fire, they pushed all of the ash from the burned down buildings into the lake, and that became more land. And so they actually expanded the land in Chicago using the ashes of all the buildings burned down. Really, really cool history. Yeah, right near Navy Pier. So just south of Navy Pier is the 31st Street Harbor, where McCormick Center is. So we took off from McCormick Center, got to see the back of the convention center, and then we went up north along the coast. I guess it is the coast. It's not the ocean. It kind of feels like the ocean out there. It's pretty big. But we went up past Queen's Landing and Buckingham Fountain, which, if you guys don't know, it's called Queen's Landing because some queen, I don't know if it's Queen Elizabeth, I want to say, she sailed for her honeymoon across the ocean, and they took the lock system all the way through into the Great Lakes, and then she docked her boat for her honeymoon right in front of Buckingham Fountain, and they still to this day call it Queen's Landing. And then right from there is Navy Pier, which during World War II they actually used for training. They used to use Navy Pier to to land on aircraft carriers. So that was like the stationary landing strip that they would practice flying and landing their plane for the aircraft carriers. But as a result of that, there's about 200 World War II plane crashes out in Lake Michigan, and some of them are still around. You can actually dive on them and go and explore the plane wrecks. So if you guys are into scuba diving, Lake Michigan wreck dives would be pretty cool. That's right where I'm coming to, opposite Trump Tower. Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, I know there's a lot of stuff in the media about the violence in Chicago and the, I don't know, the National Guard or, you know, some kind of political stuff's going on here, but I haven't seen any violence. Actually, here's a funny story. We're out on the boat, and my uncle's talking about how safe Chicago is and how it's been this beautiful city he's raised his family in, and, you know, there are pockets that have trouble, but it's mostly a really great place. And so, like, right as he finishes the speech, we're coming back into the 31st Street Harbor, and we hear gunshots. It's like pop, 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 pop. And we all look at my uncle and we're like, oh, pretty safe, huh? And then right after that, we heard taps start playing. So they were actually doing a memorial service for the fallen police officers in Chicago PD. And so that was a 21-gun salute to honor the fallen police officers on the force. So it turned out it wasn't violence, it was just them doing a memorial service, but it was pretty funny there for a second. Yeah, dude, I mean, I don't need any of that racist shit on here, dude. Like, that's not what this is about. We're here to talk about equipment and building people up and growing businesses. I don't really care who you are or what color your skin is or what religion you are. That really has nothing to do with anything that we're doing on here. So yeah, Manuel, you probably need to see yourself to the door. If you could find that little X in the corner or swipe away, you'd be doing us all a real solid right now. All right, well, yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on. It was a great show, and I'm going to head back down to Nashville, and we're going to sell some of these machines. And I hope you guys all have a great weekend. And I'm going to try and drive safe, get home to my kid and my wife. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys later.